Okay, now for question number 2 from the C12 paper from October 2017, International A-Level IAL. Here's a question about transformations of graphs. A pretty simple question. There's a point P23 lies on the curve with equation y equals f of x. State the coordinates of the image of P after the transformation represented by the curve with the following equation. Now, what we're going to know about transformations is when there is a change that takes place inside the function, it's always something which is associated with a horizontal transformation. Okay, something that moves in the in the horizontal direction means the change is associated with the x coordinate, not the y coordinate. Okay, and when there's something that's associated with something that's outside the function, something that's like, for example, if you look at this is inside the function, 2 has been added. Okay, x has been replaced by x plus 2. So the change has been taking place inside the function. Here, it's f of x minus 4. This is where it's outside the function. The whole function, 4, is taken away from it. Here, you have replaced x with x plus 2 inside the function. Okay, so you can see this has got something associated with the x-axis, and this has got, or the x-coordinate, and this has got something associated with the y-coordinate. Okay, so if we take the point that we start off with, which is P23. Okay, now what happens is, when it's inside the function, okay, it's going to be associated with the x-coordinate. So let's call this P dash. Okay, so that 2 is going to be changed somehow. Now what's going to happen is, okay, if it's inside the function, it's like the opposite happens. So if it's x plus 2, you've got to take away 2 from the value of the x-coordinate. Okay, and the y-coordinate stays exactly as it is. Okay, so that gives you P dash, in this case, is 0 and 3. Okay, that's the 1 mark for question A. Question 2, part B. Again, this time it's outside the function. There's a difference between this and this. This is where the whole function, okay, is minus. Here you've replaced the x inside the function with minus x. Okay, so what you got to do here is you got to take the original coordinate. Now it's outside the function, it's got some association with the y coordinate. So here the y coordinate will change its sign, and the x coordinate will stay as it is. So you're going to have 2 and minus 3. That will cause a reflection in the x-axis. It will move vertically. Okay, so the y coordinate is what changes its sign. The x coordinate stays as it is. Now here, before we continue, we should make the y the subject here. So this y is equal to a half of fx. So here the whole of the function is being multiplied by a half. So the image of P, which starts off as 2, 3, will become P dash. Now, if it's the whole function is outside the function, it's the y coordinate that's affected, and it acts kind of normally. So this is going to be 2 and 3 over 2, 1.5. Okay, you basically leave the x coordinate as it is, but you multiply the y coordinate by a half. And here you've got y is equal to fx minus 4, which is okay the way it's written. Here you've got to take away 4 from the y coordinate. You've got P, 2, 3 becomes P dash, which is going to be 2 and 3 minus 4. You take away 4 from the y coordinate, so you end up with 2 and minus 1. Okay, so there are your answers. 2 and minus 1, 2 and 1.5, 2 and negative 3, and 0, 3. Okay, those are your 4 answers for this question. It's pretty simple. Just have to remember, if there's a change that's taking place inside the function, it's associated with the x-coordinate, and you do the opposite. So if it says x plus 2, you take away 2 from the x-coordinate. If it says, well, that's the only one really there. That's on the inside. Here, when it's associated with something outside the function, you change the y-coordinate. Okay, so the y-coordinate changes accordingly. So here you take the y-coordinate and you multiply it by minus 1. Basically, you change the sign of the y-coordinate. Okay, and here you got y equals a half of fx. You multiply the y-coordinate by a half. Okay, because it's outside the function. y equals f of x minus 4. You take away 4 from the y coordinate, the x coordinate stays the same. Okay, thank you for watching.